girls basketball coach Ron Volk removed from his head coach position, but for what reason? We talked to Volk and some of the other players. Plus, 3 teachers not coming back to Roseville High School next year, why administration says it's best that they don't come back.
It sounded like a good idea, students teaching other students, so did it work? We'll check in with that class on today's TigerCast News, May 6, 2013. Good morning and welcome to today's TigerCast News. I'm Meghan Julin.
And I'm Dani Ulle.
Being a coach, as long as I've been a coach, probably for like 50 years, you always have that can happen. I just didn't think it would.
That's Coach Ron Volk reacting to news that he's been canned from the court, administration deciding to go a different direction with girls basketball.
He's been their coach for nearly 6 years and was removed without a specific reason.
They wanted to go in a different direction. I kind of asked what that meant, and they didn't really, or there was no elaboration on what.
In a move that surprised players, Roseville High School administration removed teacher Ron Volk from his head coaching position on the varsity girls basketball team.
I was shocked by it, but at the same time, as a coach, and as long as I've been doing it, it wasn't a total surprise because of the one-loss record.
Just a really frustrating night for the Lady Tigers and head coach Ron Volk.
The team was 3-23 last season, but one player I spoke to said that the record doesn't show the team's improvement.
He was a good coach, and we all really liked him, and he really cared about us, like his people. And as a team, he worked really hard last season to have us improve, and I think we did improve, but our record just didn't really reflect that.
Volk told the team about the decision at a meeting several weeks ago.
It's weird. You expect to have the same coach, and now you're going to have to completely remake your entire season and program. So it's kind of sad when he came in and told us, because it really solidified that it was actually happening.
Though Volk isn't happy about the decision, he's accepted it and wishes the team well.
It's kind of like losing. I don't accept it, but I have to live with it when it happens, okay? So, again, I wish everybody well.
That was Meghan Julin reporting. We have no information about a replacement coach at this time. We'll let you know as soon as we do. And you can also be the first to know when news breaks by checking out our website at eyeofthetigernews.com. By the way, it's newly redesigned, meaning it's easier for you to find out what you want. And now let's turn it over to Meghan for more on top stories.
Thank you, Daniel. Story 1 this morning, we're hearing that 3 teachers have been told by administration that they're no longer needed for next year. Teachers Amanda Morales, Jim Bennett, and Kim Seo were still on their probationary period that new teachers have to be on for 2 years before becoming tenured. We spoke to teacher Jim Bennett, who is among those not returning next year.
I would say disheartened, but it's one of those things of not what I expected. I was hoping to be a Tiger, and so obviously that was not expected.
Story 2. That planner that sits in your backpack all day may not be coming back next year. Administration is considering cutting it because of the cost as well as the lack of use from students. The planners have been a fixture for students here at Roseville for nearly a decade.
A lot of students don't use their planners for anything more than just basically a hall pass. And that's the amount of money we spent this year on planners is about $7,800, and that's a lot of money to spend on hall passes.
I made it through about the first 3 sentences, and then I started crying, and I couldn't really even imagine that I got it, and I called everybody.
No one else was around that I knew, so I kind of just jumped up and was like, where is everyone? And I called my dad right away and told him,
If you come to Berkeley, we're going to give you this scholarship. And I was like, oh my God. And I think I probably sounded really stupid. I was on the phone with the professor when he told me, and I just speechless, didn't know what to say.
Roseville students reacting to great news they've all gotten over the past few weeks. The first student, senior Haylee Brooks, recently received news that she was selected as a recipient of the Bill and Melinda Gates Millennium Scholarship that will fund her entire college education. Junior Stephen Morin, the second student, will be interning at Michigan State University over the summer at a research program. And finally, senior Stephanie Ma is going to UC Berkeley on a full-ride scholarship. Congrats to all 3. Story 4. The district is making it easier for us to see our grades, at least on our phones. There's a new version of HomeLink available for smartphones that makes it much easier to navigate, with a more app-like feel to it than just with the regular website. All you have to do to get on it is just click on the link just below the login page. Story 5. Roseville has everything from trap shooting to bowling, and now maybe even mountain biking. Teacher Anthony Silva is working on starting a mountain biking club for next year. The club would compete in races against area schools. Right now, he's just looking for students and teachers interested in joining.
I'm hoping that'll be up and running for next year. Preseason starts in October, and the actual season starts in December. A lot of interests out there. I know that Granite Bay and Wood Creek High School both have teams.
I don't know, I like helping people, and sometimes like during lunchtime tutoring, it's just kind of gratifying when somebody's like, I get it.
That's video from our first TigerCast this year, a story that we wanted to follow up on, a new students teaching students class here on campus. We checked in with that class to see how the students have been impacted. D'Angelo Montano's GPA is a
3.75.
He's in a class called Students Teaching Students, and the name speaks for itself. Instead of teachers helping struggling students, the students in this class help each other.
Struggle. I like helping people, and this class is fun.
Students like Nikki Page are one of those tutors, spending an hour and a half every day just helping those who need it.
They are very smart. They just need extra attention sometimes, and that's something that a teacher who is teaching a classroom of students can't always give.
And if you think these students don't develop friendships with the people they're around for an entire semester, well, you'd be wrong.
I think I'm able to develop like decorum where they're able to talk to me and like trust me and listen to, you know, my advice and my help a little bit more.
And it's precisely those relationships that mean so much.
By us helping them and giving them extra attention and focusing on those missing assignments, making sure that they have all their things turned in on time and things of that nature, they're going to be graduating someday because of it.
And remember D'Angelo, who has that
3.75.
We left something out. He's not a tutor.
When I started here, my GPA was a 1.0.
He may not be a tutor yet, but he's certainly teaching everyone in that class that learning is all about the teacher, or in this case, the student. Coming back next year, if you want to be a tutor, you can still sign up. Just go to eyeofthetigernews.com and search tutor for more information. Getting that winning goal is impressive, but how about getting that winning goal that puts your team on top for the season? Junior Lindsay Anderson did just that along with her varsity soccer teammates. They beat Del Oro 1-0 at Del Oro, giving them that co-league champion title.
Oddly enough, last season I scored a goal in the exact same game. We were in the exact same position in standings and we ended up losing. So I was just really happy because me and Haylee were kind of weirded out because it was sort of like deja vu since we did the exact same thing last year, and this time it ended up leading to us winning instead of we ended up losing last year. So we were just both really happy and everyone was hugging me and stuff.
Be sure to find out more on that story and a lot others in today's Eye of the Tiger, coming out during third period.
Want to win 4 tickets to the Spring Dance Show? All you have to do is like our Facebook page at facebook.com/eyeofthetigernews. We're always updating that Facebook page with Roseville High School news, and remember, you can always find that news at the all-new eyeofthetigernews.com online, on your phone, and on any smart device.
We'll be back here in about 2 weeks. Thanks for joining us.